Welcome back YouTube, KRoad17 here with a brand new F1 2019 video. But today we're going to do something a little different. Instead of doing career mode, a couple people have asked me in the comments section and in personal life if we can do a little bit of the league side of it, which is multiplayer. So we're going to dive into that, and I'm going to show you. I'm with a league called Breakout Racing League. As you can see, we load up into the pits. We are in a McLaren. The Breakout Racing League, BRL. A group of some great guys. As you can see, it's going to be full rain for the race, so I was not prepared for this. I did not have a wet setup for the race, so you guys are going to see me kind of scramble in here and try to figure out what I'm going to do. But like I said, Breakout Racing League, BRL, some great guys. We're going to dive into this, and we're going to show you this league, or the league side of it. It's not, it's not too different from career mode, but you are racing against actual people, which a lot of people who watch these videos already know that. But league, takes it up that step, takes you into more of like the professional area.
All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
That McLaren actually sounds really good. This is the first time I've actually been in the McLaren cockpit, or the car itself. I've only done Alpha so far, or the multiplayer car, as you guys can see. But yeah, so we're with the McLaren. We're on our outlap. This is our first ever, this is our first ever league race on 2019. So coming into this, as you can see, I go really slow out of the pits waiting for a mullet man. But coming into this on 2018, I ran medium traction and I ran ABS, which obviously helps you not lock up, and that helps you maintain the car into a straight line when you're going around the curves. But for 2019, I decided that I wanted to push myself. I wanted to get rid of all that, so I dropped medium traction. I dropped the racing line, which I used every now and then, mostly when it was raining. But I also dropped ABS. But here we go, gearing up. I'm getting out of the way. This might predict some of my, or might, play a favor in my lap time because I slowed down a lot. But gearing up, here we go to start our first hot lap of the 2019 season for league racing with BRL. Come through the chicane, very nicely done. I will say so. DRS open. Now I will say I was one of the earlier runners to get out and do a lap. I wanted to get as much time on the track as I could. Easy around that corner, very easy to lock up. Catch that curve as much as you can so you don't pull out wide to the right. Easy on the throttle through there because you can spin the car out. Coming up to this, down to fourth we go. Went a little wide there, wider than I wanted to. Following this long right-hander, coming up to another braking zone. Very easy to get early on the brakes and lose a lot of time. Catch a little bit of that curb if you can, not too much though. Get really close to that wall. So we are coming up for this long left-hander. Very easy, very fast turn. Downshift a little bit, catch that curb on the left, right on the right. You don't want to overextend there because you will invalidate your lap. Slingshot goes quickest so far with a 126. Are we going to have anything to say? I doubt it. This is mostly for me to learn to, try to get better at league racing without the setups that I was, currently running in 2018. We have a yellow flag. Somebody's gone off. I can't quite see who that was. SyncScar actually goes quickest here, so we're going to cross the line. Very clean lap, and we're going to cross with 124.2, so not too bad, not too shabby.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 24.0.
And as you can see, we've fallen to 13th. I actually think by the time I get out for my third lap, we've fallen to 14th. There we go, fallen to 14th. I did 3 laps, but I'm not going to show you the second one. I did improve a little bit, but it wasn't enough to actually, validate showing that lap. And here we are in our third and final lap of qualifying. Qualifying has 30 seconds left, so we have to make this stick. We are currently up on our delta by 100ths. Can we make this stick? I know for a fact I was really pushing the car as hard as I could here, and I wanted to maximize the potential speed I could get out of this. But duly note, in the back of my mind, I know come race, I have a full wet race on my hands. We're pushing on. We are going to hit that curve just right. I got that turn a lot better this time around than previous laps. You can see we're actually 3/10 up. So not too bad. Let's see if I can maintain this through the lap and possibly get myself up, maybe top 10. maybe top 8. It's really ultimately my goal. I know I'm not going to match the guys at the top. So round this corner, catch it. I take a lot of that curb. I was chancing my guesses with that, wondering if I was going to invalidate my lap, but I got through it. So come down to this. I had a little bit of problem locking the wheel up on that turn. I did it in all 3 laps, I think. But yeah, we're gonna come down to the last 2 corners before the start straight. We are currently up 5/10. Can we press on and get any faster? 5/10 looks like it's gonna be we go up 6/10 and we cross the line P10. So we actually improved by 5 positions, I believe. So there you go, guys. We have qualified P10 for our first BRL League race at the Australian Grand Prix. And I'm going to dive in and show you guys the finishing positions. Sinkscar actually gets pole. Mr. Beast Baby follows in second. I've run down through these, but we actually did out-qualify our teammate. But on to the race.
The whole team are rooting for you. Show them what you can do.
So this is where it gets really interesting. You have to really decide your key strategy here. Being in a league race is usually 50% races, 50% distance. So I'm looking into doing a 2-stop, both full wet. I really underfuel the car because I know that less weight, I'm going to be able to control the car better. I actually bump my front wing up. So we're going to dive right into this first race. And oh man, but first we have to start with the formation lap. And I'm going to show you guys this because it's an indication of what this race is going to be like. So I'm just waiting for the cars in front of me to go. Take off a little bit. I actually bogged down a lot and I was like, oh.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
And I get the good old boot, but here we go. We're lining back up. If you actually hit somebody or are hit by somebody, they DQ from the formation lap. So you get to sit on the grid and let your tires get super cold while the rest of the guys can complete their formation lap. But it looks like just about everybody's lined up. It's almost time to go. We're going to wait for those 5 red lights for our first BRL race of the season. 5 red lights are lit. It's about time to go. 5 red lights are out. Let's get a good start. Easy on the throttle. You don't want to spin the cars. We have no traction. We have Exia right in front of us.
Coming down, soft braking into the first corner.
We have Pog right there on our outside to the left. We're going to take this first corner really easy. Exia gets tangled with Mitch. So we're going to follow Mitch, maybe follow Exia. I was just buying my time. I didn't want to pressure anybody. I didn't want to get in a fight. And here we go. We're going to slow down a little early here. And I actually get nailed from the back of the car and pushed into Exia, but we're somehow still alive. So I continue to move forward. And then Mercedes hits me from the right side. And I get taken. And the Haas takes me out.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my race. But I'm going to show you guys the stream just for now.
Split 2 season opener. It's lights out and away we go. Sinkscar gets a pretty good start. Mr. Beat Baby trying to come up the inside. Really
Mr. Beat Baby's up the inside.
Turn 1, yes he is. Beat Baby's got it into turn 1.
Look at Clark. He is struggling through the turn. Everyone's pushing so hard. SF1 Rhodes has made up places. Pogs has made up places. BRL Blue Flag is up into 4th place with Bloody Ramrock right behind him. On the brakes, Blue Flag goes forward. Blue Flag knocks off Rager from the track. Blue Flag completely locked the brakes. It took Formula Rager with him.
Exia's off. The Renault's off. 4 or 5 people off.
Oh,
they're still sliding.
SF1 Rhodes is off. Rhodes is out.
Oh my God. And the McLaren's off. It's nothing.
Oh, you can't even see anything on board with these drivers.
So there you guys go. Our first race of the season didn't go to plan, but it's a long season. We still have 20 races left. We still have a lot to learn. But I just wanted to say shout out to BRL. I appreciate you guys allowing me to make these videos, allowing me to do this, allowing me to be part of the league, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. But if you guys like this video, hit subscribe. It helps me so much. Until then, I will be back soon with career videos and league videos and a couple other things. Stay tuned.